Hello and welcome back to Transports Fever 2, the UK modded series. Thank you very much for joining me in today's video. Whilst I'm out, I completed the line, or at least the detailing, around the line for the new Batsley goods area, as well as then subsequently clearing up the area, setting the lines up and getting trains running to not only Batsley, but Croydon and Downham Market's goods yards as well. In fact, the red train that you see just popping off will be popping off the screen in just a moment in the lower left hand corner. Hopefully it goes right through the corner, almost. Yes, that will be just about. That train used to originally go over to... where did it go? Downham Market. I think it went to Downham Market, but it went to the factory, the furniture factory. I have now replaced that with a different train, and that train now goes to Croydon, I believe, to run the standard goods services. The train that just came in from the middle left of the screen is coming in from the Weetabix factory, where the cereals are available. The train just going past is a passenger train, so we are not going to be worrying about that just yet. And the train... now that train's going to Downham Market. The train that is leaving the station right now, or the marshalling yard right now, I believe is the train going to Croydon or Batley, one or the other. So all of that is running. However, there is still a little bit more that needs to be done. So in today's video, I'm going to start doing that. Speaking of trains coming from the furniture factory, that would be the train. Yes, the one with all the red carriages, all the red wagons, followed by all the new wagons at the back, and the brake van that I could not find. So lots of things are happening over here. Lots of changes, lots of trains running. Things are going rather well. But as I said, there is still more to be done, and a lot of that has to be done on the southern side of the map. So in today's video, I'm going to be putting up a new goods yard and also detailing a goods yard that I've already put up and mostly detailed, just to make sure that things are looking okay. Once I've done that, hopefully it shouldn't take all too long, I'm going to move over to Maryport, because I think that is going to be a really difficult one. Not the most difficult. The most difficult one is going to be Sudbury, and I'll show you why in this video, so make sure you stay tuned. Let's get started and let's just see how much more I can do. And I really should be maybe rolling the years forward a little. Perhaps we'll jump to another year, see what becomes available to us. Unfortunately, I'm just not replacing things because, well, there were a lot of things I wanted to do before I got to the 1900s, but have not yet been able to. Anyway, let's get started and let's see what I can accomplish. If anything, I should be able to accomplish a lot of stuff in today's video, complete with a scratchy throat. I do often have a scratchy throat. It really is quite a faff. But there we go. Perhaps I should have more cough medicine-like things. I believe all of this needs to go. A couple of those might be alright. So this is the area that needs to be detailed. As you can see, I have already added everything to this. So all the slips are made for the switches. Unfortunately, if you wish to go into this, you cannot use the double. I could not. Did I even try? Hang on a moment. Did I even try to do this? I may not have. Just pick a 10 mile per hour track. So this is... did I even... yes, I believe I did. So I tried to do this and it just did not... I could not get this working. It's just a little too tight, a little too close, so this is my compromise. I haven't yet put speed limits up, so I'll be doing that. Just realised I probably need to look at changing speed limits for other bits of track. I'm not sure if I did the entire thing. Kingsbridge itself is running. I've also started putting these So the easy way to find them is just to go to that tool, and you can see that it appears. So if I were to try, see if this works, and build, no, you don't. Come on, very, very carefully try to build into this area. There you go. You can see that it will do it, which is really good. These invisible streets have effectively saved me a lot of hassle that I was having before, just because I cannot get the waterways mod to work. Had I been able to get that mod to work, things would be perhaps a little different. So I'm not going to, probably should not be continuing this. This is not the point of today's video. Nonetheless, there is a little bit that perhaps I can just about do, and I can mess around with this as much as I really want. So I could, for example, flatten that out a little, and then fix it up later on. And it just gives this a much, as you can see, there's a much smoother look. And should I wish to do so, I can just now lift this up as high up as I want, because, well, this is a little low, a little lower than I would wish. So again, just to give an example, I'll break that, so that's where it doesn't build too close to it. But to give an example, I'll select, let's select that node and say I'd like that node to be 2 meters higher. There we go. And then select from there. Oh no, say select, sorry, this node. So I'd like that node to be 2 meters higher. Excellent. And then select from there to there. So there. Change that around. Come on. There to there. That's it. No, it isn't. We'll try this again. Turn. Oh, it just turned around, and there we go. There to there. That's better. Go to ramp equalizer. Just do not check for any of the collisions, and just do that. There we go. So it just lifts it up. It looks a little bit more realistic, which is exactly what I want to try and get it to do. So that is something that I will go around doing. Anyway, before I detail Kingsbridge, as you can see, I need to do that in all of these. All of this needs to be done. Lots to do. We're going to go over to Taunton and do this rail yard. So I'm fairly happy with where this is. I think this is a good location for it. I just need to ensure that the track speeds are correct. There we go. And then I just need to work out the approach. Now, options that I have. I could peel it off pretty early, but that would mean bringing this section back. What I could do alternatively is push this section closer forward towards closer to the train station, and then bring this, just peel this out, which I think might just be a better option, given that this train station is not going to get much longer than it currently is. It's currently sitting at 170 meters. If this is going to end up at any sort of length, maximum 280. So where is that? Have I already calculated this? I may have already calculated that. That was pre-calculated. Right, never mind. That is where that goes. Okay. So what I need to do then is perhaps peel this off like so. So for now I'm just going to use this one just to give an idea. So if I peel that off like that. The alternative. Okay, hold on. There is an alternative. The alternative is I peel it off before it splits. That could work. So right here. So if I do this one first. Oh, it's too close. What's that noise? I've no idea what that noise is. If I break this slip, I can. That slip can go. What if I peeled it off about here? Keeps it out of the way of the passenger traffic, that's for sure. So I did that. And that. Something along those lines? Potentially. Break this. Let's go ahead and break this because that is going to break regardless. We'll go ahead and clear the area. This area right here. Good. And then... not that one. Say we bring this one in. Something quite simply like that. Could that work? That could genuinely work. Of course, alternatively, I could just bring the cargo platform a little closer. I still have the option for opening up these platforms, so I need to bring the cargo... if I brought the cargo platform here, that could work. Let's do that. Just working out how other platforms, how other lines would go. So if I were to make this parallel to the station, roughly, just as a look. So say there and there. There we go. So there and there is what we are looking at. I'll cut this bit out. In fact, I could probably, just looking at this, there's a high chance of me just being able to, yes, do that. There we go. That looks even nicer, and it gives the required room. So I do that, potential for 6 platforms there, break, no, bring this in, let's say we brought it in like so. How would that then go? And then we just bring a little curved station in right here. Okay, that works. I also found out something else here. If you select only connect, it still gives you the station. It still gives you all the options for connecting the station up and being able to connect up to roads or other industries or other railway stations. But what it doesn't do is show the cargo, which is what I've been after for a while. So that works fantastically for me. Absolutely fantastically for me. There we go. That goes there. Now what I could do is, maybe not that much, just have this connect. So if effectively I'm saying it was built alongside the farm for maximum, I don't know. It was built to run alongside this farm, which I'll put a road alongside or something like that. Just trying to get the curvature of this correct. So it's this is 15. Yeah, roughly 15 works. And all I have to do is find where I'm at the right part of the curve. So we'll say about there. Move it over, put it there. Okay. Let's see what the 4 platforms look like. Parallel tracks. Oh, it's the wrong side, isn't it? Of course it is. Why would it not be that side? 4, please. There we are. About there? Was that what I wanted? I could still tuck it in just a little. Oh, another idea. Have it so that this bit was parallel to the station. Doesn't go beyond, but just runs parallel. But then, was there any point to having this curved? That's the other issue. Probably not. So I can just do that instead. A simple... Just a simple... cargo station. There we are. Nothing too special. Nothing too special at all. And then go back to the tracks and just say, well look, we're connecting that up there and connecting that up there. And that's your cargo approach completed. Which I'm sure I can smooth out. And that's your station. In fact, I could do something really quite interesting here. I can add a coaling stage just here for now. And just say this is a station coupled with some other bits. Yes, let's do that. Let's do that. Takes a while. The train would have to come, so the locomotive would have to come along here, go up to this, and then come back. Guess it's cold back and back, but it isn't too far. It's just pop along, what, half a mile or so to where you need to be. Should I make that closer? If I made that closer, it is this area. It's going to be from here that it goes across. Is it going to make any difference going from there or there? Apart from... Okay. It isn't going to make a difference to the traffic flowing in and out, as far as I can tell, as long as I can do this. So this one, can that go like that? No. But it is possible for it to cross like this. Can you? Why are you so flat like that? Does this all go uphill? Oh, that is going to be a right mess. Right, that is going to be a mess. So I'm going to try something. So that goes like that. So now if I try to do that going there, hang on, break this, really should have this in paused mode for this, but it doesn't. Oh, hold on, it was okay with something. Okay, so that it's okay with. But very easily I can just connect that like that. That's not a big deal. That is not a big deal in the slightest. Okay, good. Then all I'm going to do is select... Okay, which bit looks really bad? All of this. So let me select from... Just to attempt it. It isn't going to let me. So I'm going to try. Yep. That's what I thought. That's exactly what I thought. So... I'd have to do this bit manually. And then figure out that bit. We'll get to it. We'll get to it eventually. That looks fine. That looks fine. Then what I want to do is start making some streets. So we'll have a main road that goes... Should I have a main road directly alongside the railway line? Yes. Yes is the answer to that. Let's do that. We'll do that, and that road effectively can go like that. This side road here can connect up like so. End of railway line, so we have... I want to put something here. What do I want to put here? Oh, I really should have these roads as a player ownership. Yes, but I haven't done that. Well done, me. That's why I do not have to go around doing this. So I should always select player ownership. Yes. Buildings, cargo, configurable freight station. This one. Because I think I could just put this like this and be done with it. I'm not sure why it says collision, but you know, it's fine. It's something to do with this, which is okay. I'll just delete you. I don't care. Try again. That's not it. That's it. No, it's still... I see no... Oh, it's all of this that it doesn't like and whatever. Doesn't matter. Triple terminal, because it takes it right up to the station, which I think is... It's quite interesting. Although if I did a double terminal, it gives me expansion room for the station. So that's even better. Yes, that is even better. Connection type... Town vanilla. What on earth? No. Country? No. Town dock. I just want to see what's going on here. Bill that. What is wrong with you? Why is this a problem? Tell me, why is that a problem? No signage. No borders, no signage. Lighting, it's too modern. Footpath connections. Is that supposed to say footpath connections? I'm just curious. Oh, now it wants to work. Of course it does. Can I bring the connection length down and still have it? It still works. Fine. Bring that right up to there. Yes, remove the building. I do not care. There we go. Did that just say curb as a station border? Yes, why not have that? Why have I not done that before on anything? That's perfect. Town old. That will do. There we go, it just gives it a little bit more... It's a bit small, isn't it, that road? Can I have a wider... A wider road? No? Is that just the only... Sure, fine. It's not a problem. Not a problem. That's fairly straight. So that bit is done. That bit is done. I can always build... Why do we have palm trees? Just go away. palm trees are just... Whatever mod it is that I put on some time ago, I really, at the start of the series, I really messed up. There's something about allowing all trees from everywhere, and I've really caused some problems there. There we go. You are going in here. Perfect. Excellent. And you are being deleted because this is all fine. See? And behind this, if I go ahead and do some smoothing, there we go. Right behind here, gasometer. Oh, we can have a large gasometer for Taunton. How big is Taunton going to end up? If I build it out, this could be interesting. Let's go with a medium one, just for now. Stop being greedy. Stop being greedy about it. There we go. Look at that. Suits it quite well. Okay, good. So that is the design for that area completed. Next would be some of the detailing. So I did say I'd probably want to put, just for the sake of it, because it gives it some realism, just for now, give it a tiny road. I forgot that I built all of this. I made it look so neat. Oh, I really hope I do not mess this up. No, wait, I made this look so neat and tidy. I would like to ensure that some of that neatness remains. Please. There we go. Excellent. That works. Good. Then all I need to do is, for now, place these tracks as I mentioned. So I'm going to put these tracks in. These are future tracks, but not all of them are going to be future tracks, because over here I'm going to place a few tracks, and these tracks can, maybe if I can fit a, will I be able to fit what I'm after on this? So it's a water tower. Yes, I might be able to put another track in as well. So I'm going to do that. Stick another track in there. There we are. And that can then have a water tower down the end. Great Western. Because we do have a Great Western station here. A large one. Look at that. A large water tower, which you could say serves both sides, if we really wanted to. And a way to, just an easy way to fill up coal. It's not realistic. Let's be honest, this is not a realistic way to fill up coal, but it's the best I can do. It really is the best I can do. So yes, you could top up water and fill up coal at the same time. That's terrible. That's material, auto, terraforming, yep. Ground texture, off. Bring that a little bit closer. It's probably, so ground, yep. Track, what was it before? Track side, track level, track side +1. Trackside will do, it's fine. There we go. Okay, good. So that is that. This will be upgraded. This needs to be fixed. So let's go ahead and do that. This is taking, as usual, longer than I had anticipated, but it's fine. Don't bother checking, just do it. I thought I just told you, do not gel protect. Sorry. There we go. And do the same for this. Which one's the closer one? That one. It's just getting this lined up correctly. I could check it. 57.3, 58, 57.3, 57.4, 58. Okay, hang on. Why did I not just do that? So that needs to go down. Was it 7? Is that right? Yes. That's perfect. What's this one? 57.8. So the first one after that is that one. So what's a U at? 58.1. Oh, so I almost had it. I was sort of right. There. Okay. Now, please work. From there to there. Smooth. Was that it? Great. From there to there. Smooth. I've done a silly. I have another idea. From you, deletes you. That's it. Okay, try that again. From there to there. Smooth. No, sorry. Not restore. Smooth. Okay, good. And then build from here. There we go. That will do. Yes, I think that is suitable. I'm not in... Okay, I am a little confused because this is at 66.4. This is at 57.8, 50, 61. It is going up. Why does it look... Why does this look a lot smoother than this? What have I done? Hang on. This should not go down. So it should not go below 57.8. It doesn't. It does not go down. Optical illusions. Optical illusions. This area can all be painted as ballast. No, wait, before I do that, let's get the tracks in, because otherwise we're going to be lost and confused. Those tracks can remain as they are. Right, so that's 10 all the way there. Let's do 25 for this. There we go, 25, and not all the way, just there. 25. Good. Does that seriously... How has that worked? $57.8. I am very curious. $56, $57. It just has to be the design of however that's worked. It's fine. It is absolutely fine. I'm sure I'll figure it out. I've clearly done something. You go like that. You do the exact same, but at this point, we can also have you split. Oops. Nope. No. Come on. There we go. Split into 3. I'm getting better at this. Honestly, I am. That's a terrible junction, but I am getting better. How would I make this better? Think. Easy. I split this one into the third one. There we go. Do that. Come on. Why are you being awkward? And then do that. That's probably... Nope, I can do even better than that. Let's see, right here. Let's split it again. There we are. That should now look perfect. Almost. It's probably as close as I'm going to manage it in this series. But there we go. So that is that bit done. Not keen on this, but it's all right. Terrain tools. Might as well smooth this area out. There we go. Because this is all going to be... Ooh, not that much. There we go. This is all part of the railway complex. There we are. Good. Paint. No, paint. There we go. Select that. Get everything... Right. Use the right tool. Get everything painted. I'll press shift in a moment. Just not yet. Be careful, that's paint. Be very careful. Glad my brain remembered that. Just get all of this done. Starts being a little bit more careful now. Don't want to mess all the fine work up. There we go. Good. That all looks fine. That is fine. Okay, last bit. Press shift. Whoever it was that gave me this tip about 50 or 60 episodes ago, thank you very much. This has been one of the best tips. There we go. That looks alright. I can actually delete this. Not all the way, but just delete that bit. Just gives it a slightly interesting look, I would say. Probably should make sure the station is completely done. Bits of detailing, that looks reasonable. This is all working. What other stuff should I do here? That needs the right... I was supposed to do 2 stations, wasn't I? But it looks like only one is getting done. There we go. That is now the right colour, right design. I think what I will do is remove U3, remove that, put those posts in. Here they are. Useful, just a bit just a bit annoying that you have to put these everywhere. They are useful though, really useful. Maybe start using bollards. What I have to do is I have to try to make assumptions. Somebody did ask, what is one of the packs I was using for the houses? Honestly, these. It's there you go. I was going to say I couldn't remember, but it literally says it there. It's the Old Buildings Asset by JK. So there you go. That is what this pack is. Useful pack, I suppose. No, not I suppose. I know. I think I can place that. If that's up just a touch, I'll probably place it something like this. Just trying to make it look a little bit more industrial, a little bit more realistic overall. That and that little side bits works. There we go. That's a nice little building. That's definitely a nice little building. And then a GWR, one of these buildings, because they're kind of useful. Ground? Sure. No, I don't think that sits there very well. It does, it has the look though. Can I have a sloped roof? Yep, that's fine. Fire buckets and a lamp. Sure. Not exactly sure where this is sitting. That's a problem. That's at track height, that's no good. This could work. Because I can just lower it into position. Where's the door? Why is the door there? Both ends. You know what? It's fine. There. A door at both ends just looks a little bit more. There. That does look somewhat realistic. Why is that there? I guess I better put those posts up here too. That's going to be a faff. Bollard. Where's the other one? Where's the other side of it? There it is. Can I somehow do this that it will look alright? Well, I'm going to try. That's what those are, but apparently I did not put them here. Hopefully nothing chooses to be... Oh, I'll have to put them here because this was not there before. Transports Fever 3. We need roads or we need some smarter computers, smarter NPC that will just say, oh, we probably shouldn't build here. It's been textured by the it's been textured by a player. Yes, let's not do that. There we go. Lovely. This station actually looks better than maybe anything I've done so far, just because of this outside. Let me finish this off then with a canopy, is that what they call it? No, but I mean this as a freight yard, that could work. It does look... It looks too modern. I would use that. But that, autosave just reminding me of this, just looks a bit too modern. If it wasn't for the fact, if that was made out of something, maybe not this glass with the square. If it was like rounded or something like that, I think I would have used that for this freight yard, and it would have looked perfect. I think I might need to change the colour of those bricks. Yeah, that's just not... Oh, that's a shame. That is a shame. And nonetheless, I'm sure I can find something. I just have to remember what it is. Just none of that. None of those, none of those. What's this warehouse bit? Rail warehouse, old. I mean... I could have done that. Take a train in and then... Why have I not ever used this as a rail warehouse? That makes perfect sense. That I've literally never done that. Why? That just makes perfect sense. I need to do that somewhere. Roof? Is that what would roof be correct? No. I can never find these things. I have too many mods. That is clear. Here we go. Shelter. Half panel for passenger stations or full panel? Full panel? Got full panel here. No. Let's do open sides. And let's place 1, 2, 3. Actually, even better idea, because if the steam engine is pulling in at the front, you don't want that bit, so it'll be this bit here. 1, 2, 3. Just for unloading in miserable weather, I suppose. And you unload them. You know what I could have done? I could have built something just across the road. That was maybe a cargo depot or something. That would have been nice. 4. Let's do 4. Why not? Okay, that looks good. Everything is looking stationy. Yep, that is all looking alright. Do I want to put brick walls in places? So brick wall along there. Sure, let's go put a wall up. Put a wall up, shall we? Take a look at the different types of walls. What do we have? What's this one? Doesn't really match. This one might be the one to go for. It isn't perfect. It certainly isn't perfect, but I don't want a natural stone wall. Ooh. So I could do it. No, it's not quite right. Gee. I could go with this. After all, this is all Great Western. I could very well go with this. Okay. How do I do this? So, wall, none. Now wait, I can do this. End fence. So I'll do, that is top end fence. Not just a fence, okay? But if I do that, this is going to take a moment, but I'd like to attempt this. Just because it might look right. just a little bit of work. I'm not going to do everything, just this bit. So one more here. Turn this around. It's almost perfect. Spacing, what does spacing mean? Oh, there's that. That one isn't right. Some of these are not quite where they need to be. It's fine. It's just me seeing what I can do. End fence. It does give it the right look. That's for sure. Not perfect, but it's somewhat there. I might end up deleting these, I'll be honest, but these ones are slightly off. Now these ones are very off. How did I do that? Somehow I need to lower those. Okay. But for now, I think that is a good time to end this video. That is a new cargo and, well, it's just a cargo extension to the station, and it sort of works. So there we have it. I'll go ahead and do that and end the video right there. I did say I was going to show you Sudbury, the mess at Sudbury, but I'll do that at a later time, perhaps the next episode, when I actually start looking at that. Kingsbridge will probably be detailed at the start of the next episode as well, because that should not take too long at all. And yes, we shall go from there. So thank you very much for watching. Please remember to click on the like button if you like this video. Subscribe to the channel for more videos on Transports Fever 2, the UK modded series. Leave a comment in the comments box below, letting me know what you think, any suggestions you might have. I do read all of the comments, even if I do not respond to all of them. I do apologise. Sometimes you just receive way too many comments and it is difficult to respond. If you can do so, please do consider supporting me on Patreon, link in the description box below, as are links to my social media and Discord server. That is all from me, and I shall see you next time in Transports Fever 2, where, as I said, I'm going to be working on a few more goods stations, but I'll see if off camera I can do a little bit more work with the rivers, with the little towns, maybe do a bit more expansion work on this town as well, and see if it see how that goes and what sort of impact it has on how this all builds up. So you'll see a few differences between this episode and the next, should I remember to show you. So there is that. Anyway, that is all from me, and I shall see you next time in Transports Fever 2, the UK modded series.